Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's time, finally. I'm Karim Fritz, and I've been so excited about making this video about how to hand wash your car. I'm just going to show you a quick wash on me on my own car at my own house, and I'm going to show you how to do the Modesta Maintenance products at my own house outside. I know the last video I did a couple years ago was inside the shop, but I want to show you guys a true environment, just like as if it was your own at your own home. And I'm just going to go through some steps on how I get my Aenso wash set up, and then we use the M4 and the M2 spray. So I'm super excited about this video, so I hope you guys enjoy. Let's check it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the essentials here. We got our Aenso 1 Polaris, some brushes so I can brush this bad boy clean, and I got my fresh foam cannon ready to go. I'm actually going to show you guys the ratio with this. With Aenso 1, it's 2 to 3 caps. And obviously the Polaris, we're gonna fill her up to about probably the 250 mil line, just for the perfect foam. All right, guys, so here we go. Let's get the washing. Then we're gonna get to the the M4 and the M2. Filled up, should be about that color. Nice little red ember to it. Let's give her a shake. Hold that. Nice little shake. Now she's ready to go. Guys, we're to the back of the car. What I like to do is always save the ass for last. Reason why I save the ass for last is because all the dirt from the car, especially if you had a turbo car, gets on the back of this thing. You don't want to bring that around the other sides of the car. So I like to save the rear of the car for last. All right, we got a little SD trick tip here. You can see that, you see I got a sticker on one bucket's plain. This is telling me that this is my soap bucket, this is telling me this is my rinse bucket. Those stickers are really good, especially a big one, so you can really tell when you're on the go. And there you go, that's the SD tip for hand washing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. We got the next step. We have the M4 smoke. That is going to be the first step. It's going to be the wet application. This is what I'm going to do with the wash mitt and wash it basically with M4. Then we have the dry spray, which is the M2 blast. After I finish drying the vehicle, I'm going to use this spray with a fresh microfiber towel to basically wipe the car down. Remember, this is the dry spray last. This is the wet spray first. Apply this wet with a fresh microfiber towel, a fresh wash mitt, and if you don't have a fresh wash mitt, just rinse your wash mitt out thoroughly, rinse the soap out, and you're good to go. All right, here we go, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is my mitt. It's damp because we want this to be damp. No soap in it. I actually have an additional wash mitt so that I can make sure that there's no soap on here to disturb my M4. Now, I think they made these bottles small so you can stick them in your pocket like that while you're working, but who knows. But we got a nice, really overcast day today, so it's gonna give me a lot of time to really explain this. So again, I like to start from the top to the bottom, but we're gonna go on the hood today. I'm gonna show you how much to spray. So turn it on. Always give it a shake. Couple sprays, you're done. Now it's flattening the beads on the paint. That's telling you that the conditioner is in the car. Remember, this is M4, the wet application. Here we go. Couple sprays, couple sprays, couple sprays. doing is it's flattening the beads. That's letting you know that it's actually working. Now, if it was a warmer day out or not, overcast, I'm gonna let this sit on there for about maybe 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna rinse it. But I'm gonna go around the car. I like to start counterclockwise or clockwise. I'm gonna go around the vehicle like this, and then when you start rinsing, obviously you just rinse as you go. But remember, if it's hot or if the weather's not good for it, you don't ever want to do this in direct sunlight. You know that. But if you see it drying up on the car, you want to rinse it off right away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what your paint should look like when you're done. Now, my coating is almost 3 years old, so you can tell she's almost ready to be reapplied in a couple years. But see my wheels? They are very hydrophobic. That is from the cleansing of the coating. Now, my wheels have been coated for a couple years now too. And look at my paint. Look at that. Almost, that's for me rinsing it last. You can see that the water just wants to fly off the paint. Next, again, we're gonna dry it. And we're gonna get to the last step, which is M2. Now you guys might have saw that I dried the car with a big dryer. It's called the Metrovac Revolutionary Car and Bicycle or Motorcycle Dryer. It's really good, but I don't like to dry my car completely dry, especially when it's outside, especially during pollen season, because there's stuff flying in the car. You always want to kind of wipe it down with a little bit of water on there that'll really clean everything. So I like to go the old school method and put my hands on it, dry it off, and it picks up any spots you may have missed. Wash these when you're done. Last but certainly not least is the M2 dry spray. Shake it up a little bit. You want to give it a shake probably a few times when you're doing this. So remember, Modesta, a little bit goes a long way. Wipe here. And once you get that first lather down, you want to flip the towel, buff it out. Then you feel it get really smooth. This is making the coating super hydrophobic, like I like to say. I like to do small sections at a time, just so I can be real thorough with it. Flip the towel, boom. Light mist will do. That's all you really need is a light mist. Applying M2 to get on the glass. Wipe it on the glass, especially if you have EGC. It'll make EGC a lot smoother, especially on your windshield. If you got EGC on your windshield, apply a little bit of M2, and it'll make it slick. That's another superior detail tip. Boom.